Let us now adjust our sitting posture until we feel comfortable. Try to keep the body upright so that the blood circulation will help to keep this nervous system awake, alert, and active. And let us take a few deep breaths. Breathe in, relax. Breathe out, relax. With a little smile always. We will continue to practice Anapanasati, mindfulness with breathing, in order to perfect wisdom, which will replace avijja, ignorance, so we can achieve that the cessation of unsatisfactoriness, the cessation of dukkha, and the liberation. And we always start from step 1, to be mindful as we're breathing in and out, a long breath or short breath. Step 3, experience the different impacts of breath to the body. We are aware that when the breath is short and fast, this body does not feel comfortable. But whenever the body feels comfortable, the breath will change to be deeper, smoother. So we select to refine the breath. Now we are aware that refine the breath means the mind stays longer in the present moment. And here we mean that the mind stays longer with the flow of breath. And that means we remove distracting thoughts or memories that going to distract the mind. And those distracting thoughts have the name Niwon, hindrances. So we learn to counteract these 5 hindrances by using additional techniques of meditation. Once hindrances disappear, consciousness can stay much longer with the flow of breath. The refined breath eventually will bring that calmness. And when the mind stays calm longer, when the refined breath happens longer. We move into chapter 2, we call Vedana feelings. And the very first feeling that comes to us is joyful feeling. We breathe in and feel joyful. And when we breathing out, we feel joyful. We feel accomplished. We feel successful, delightful. Follow joy is relaxed, happy feeling. Both of them come together at the same time. As we remain smooth, deep breath, we experience the different impacts of joy and calm, happy feeling. Joy, exciting, can be quite noisy, whereas calm, relaxed feeling is beautiful and subtle. So now we move to the 8th stepping stone. Calm the feeling to remove the negative impacts of that exciting, joyful feeling. We can achieve that calm down the feeling by repeatedly achieve that refined breath many more times until we don't feel excited anymore, but subtle happy feelings still here. Otherwise, we use a little bit of vipassana meditation to acknowledge impermanent joy, impermanent achievement, impermanent success, impermanent calmness. So that overreacting to success of joy will slowly be under control. Now for tonight, we are moving to chapter 3, Citta, Citta Nupassana Satipatthana. Getting to know the true nature of Citta, the thoughts. As we still practice mindful breathing in and out, we can return to the first and second stepping stone, the long breath and the short breath. As we practice the third stepping stone, experience the breath. Now we can see whenever we experience short breath, the mind is very busy with many other thoughts. Whenever the breath is short and fast, look at thought. It can be worry or anger or greed or fear, so we can identify that kinds of thought which we call negative thoughts. Negative thoughts impact the flow of breath to be short, fast, turbulent. Now on the same stepping stone number 3, experience a long, smooth, deep breath. Now we can see what kind of thoughts. It can be loving kindness thought, compassionate thought, thought of patience, thought of effort, thought of forgiveness. All of these thoughts we call positive thoughts. In particular, when we move to the 4th stepping stone, refine the breath. Here is very clear. To refine the breath, we need to overcome the first set of thoughts that link to short breath. We need to remove such negative thoughts so the short breath will disappear. And sometimes we try to bring in positive thoughts, like the practice of metta bhavana, loving kindness meditation, or the practice of visualizing smiling faces, or the practice of reflection on 32 parts of the body, or reflect on our own generosity, good deeds that we have done. Or even thinking of beautiful flowers, gardens that we just did this afternoon. All kinds of these positive thoughts helps to refine the breath. So as we are refining the breath, as we try to remove negative thoughts, we already practice number 9, stepping stone. Know the mind, know the thoughts, know different kinds of thoughts, which link to the flow of breath. Number 10, stepping stone, delight the mind as we breathe in and out. That is similar to number 4, stepping stone, refine the breath. Because we know different kind of thoughts impact the flow of breath. So we love to have only positive thought because it will produce refined breath. So we gather all the energy. We create willpower. We feel delightful to do so. we feel satisfied to do so. All this delightful to do so, willpower to do so, happy to do so. It is called delight the mind. We give power to the mind, would like to do it. The mind has that energy. If the mind is not delightful, the mind does not have that energy. When the mind does not have inspiration, the mind does not want to start anything. So as we're breathing in and out, we experience the different impacts of the flow of breath due to different kinds of thoughts. And we realized earlier that refined breath brings that happiness, relaxation, and that inspires us to practice more. So in this 10 stepping stone, delight the mind is to encourage, to inspire, to give ourselves willpower because of realization of the benefits. We know how good it will be if we can attain that refined breath. This is called self-motivation. And this is the answer to many of us, all of us, who practice meditation regularly by ourselves. Because we learn to delight the mind, to give willpower to our own mind, to inspire ourselves to practice regularly. Whereas somebody don't have that delight the mind mechanism. It may be because that person does not have enough experience of realization, does not really realize the benefit of calmness, does not realize the benefit of mindfulness. So that person does not have that inspiration, encouragement. Or that person is not happy to practice meditation in the beginning. So this person needs external inspiration to kickstart delight the mind. And the external inspiring things always come from person, good friends. Good friends is the source of inspiration energy. Like in a group meditation, everyone Everyone inspires one another. Even though we feel tired, but people are still sitting, practicing. So we feel delightful to do so. Or sometimes we see someone so calm, so peaceful, and we would like to be like that. So such person inspires us to delight the mind, to put more energy into the mind, to practice. Sometimes to delight the mind may come from superstitious practice. The belief system can empower people to start their practice. Like in traditional Buddhist country, say that merits, bunya merits, merits can come when we do good. Generosity, giving food, offering dana. And people translate the word good karma or merits as more money, bigger house, new car, good health, long life. So make good use of this superstitious belief. They say that practice meditation, we have more merit, more good karma. So that is the false inspiration. But that false inspiration kickstart that delight the mind. Would like to do, would like to practice. So now we understand that why all religions in this world still need to have that false inspiration. The story of supernatural power, the story of miracles, magics, blessings, good fortune, good karma. Because some people need such belief to kickstart delight the mind. In summary, delight the mind comes from two reasons. First, our own realization of the benefit, or we call wisdom. Second, from the external objects or people, whether it is nice inspiration or false inspiration. Another example is people who try to rob the bank. It is difficult to do so. So the leader of the gangster need to give the pep talk, false inspiration. So everyone delight their mind, put their energy to rob the bank. So we can see delight the mind is important. because it gives the energy to the mind to start and carry on until we can finish the project. Now we breathing in and out. We delight the mind to achieve that refined breath. We maintain our willpower, maintain our confidence, inspire oneself when we feel tired and sleepy, re-inspire oneself when we encounter a new challenge again and again. Why we not quit that easy? Because we know how to delight the mind. Breathe in and out. This is the number 10 stepping stone. Number 11, focus the mind as we are breathing in and out. This stepping stone is in practice same to refine the breath. Because to achieve that refined breath, the mind needs to stay focused on the flow of breath, not to swing to the past memory or future thoughts. So we already practice focus the mind at the same time as we refine the breath. But in this chapter, we put separate stepping stone because we are talking about the work of the mind without using that breath, but we just in the context of now the mind stays still. The mind is stable. The characteristics of calmness can be explained into three things. First, Parisutto, the mind is pure. Second, Samahito, the mind is firm, strong. Kammaniyo, the mind is active, ready to work, ready to cooperate. So these three characteristics identify that now the mind achieve that samadhi, concentration. The mind is pure from distracting negative thoughts. Second, the mind is stable because there's no distraction, not swinging. Third, such calm, clear, energetic mind is ready to be used, ready to cooperate, whatever we need to do. Now these three characteristics can differentiate us between sleepiness and calmness. Sleepiness, the mind is not that pure. The mind is still caught up in some dreams, some thoughts. Sleepiness seems to be solid, stable, but very fragile. Sleepiness is lack of activeness, not so cooperative. It's very inert and passive. So sleepiness may look calm, but lack of purity, lack of activeness, lack of energy. So now we know ourselves that the mind is in samadhi or the mind just sleeps. Now the next stepping stone, number 11, free the mind. This process of free the mind, in nature, it is the same practice as the fourth stepping stone, refine the breath. As we understand, to gain that refined deep breath, we need to free the mind from negative thoughts. Whenever negative thoughts jump in, the breath will be short and fast. So we put our effort, we put our energy, we delightfully remove thoughts. We free the mind from such unwholesome thoughts. Once successfully done, the breath changes to be deep and smooth. So at the same time that we try to refine the breath, we free the mind from the other thoughts. Now we can see the third chapter of thoughts. Know the mind, know the thought. Delight the mind, focus the mind, free the mind. They are the same practice as experience the breath, refine the breath. So now let us link this practice together. As we are breathing in and out, we can focus on the breath in one hand. On another hand, we observe what kind of thought, what is that thought, and we gather all the energy, delight the mind to remove thoughts, to stay focused on the breath, to free the mind from other thoughts, so that breath becomes refined, deep and smooth. Tonight let us link between chapter 1 and chapter 3. Breathe in, relax. Breathe out, relax.